Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to the Drama Experience. It's your boy Dim.
And I'm Tay.
And we're back with another video. Damn, I feel like I haven't said this in so long. It's been a little minute. We've been missing, yo. We're gonna give you a life update.
I feel like a lot of people who are subscribed to our channel, some of you don't know us. But for those of you who know us personally, you know that Dembo's sister, Mariama, is getting married this summer. Last year, his youngest sister, Howard, got married. This year, Mariama is getting married. And she asked me to be her matron of honor, which I'm so happy about. So I was just honored for her to ask me to lead that role for her. We actually planned a beautiful bachelorette trip for her. We took her to Dubai. All expenses paid. One thing about me, you guys know this, I love planning things and I love traveling. Me and the girls, we put a lot of time and money and effort into making her have the trip that she really deserved. When we got to Dubai, unfortunately, I lost my dad. Literally on the day I landed in Dubai, I probably was literally in Dubai for less than 5 hours. I got the news, I almost felt like I was gonna, kind of like hyperventilation of a feeling. It was like a lot of emotions happening for me at one time, but it was also very hot outside. But you know, I was with the most supportive people you can even imagine. I didn't want everybody to like, stop your trip, come comfort me, but you know, one of the sisters came with me and comforted me while I could just take time to think about what's going on and like have a moment to myself. The like last couple of weeks of our life, it hasn't been easy. For those of you who know me, you know how much my dad meant to me. He is the best dad ever, and actually I lost my grandfather last summer and my dad this summer, so it's been really tough because the men who I grew up with as my father figures are no longer here, but I feel like now I have so much gratitude in my heart and so much appreciation for who they were as men and how they treated me and the role that they played in my life and in our lives at some point. Now, for me, it's been putting a lot of things into perspective in the way that I live my life, the way that I parent, the way that I be a wife to my husband, and like so many other things. I've never really experienced death before this. My dad lived a very long and wonderful life. He passed at 80 years old. My grandfather passed at 90 years old. So I had the opportunity to live my whole like child and adult life like with a grandfather and a dad. I'm grateful for that, but I think now as I try to focus on understanding that life is temporary and that like we all have a day, I think it puts things into perspective of like how I want to move forward with life. It motivated me to prioritize my health. That was the first thing I thought about. Like we need to make sure that we are good to ourselves and what we put in our bodies so that we can give ourselves the opportunity to live healthy lives. I only got one kid and I'm about to be 32. I forgot I was turning 32, but you know, Allah works in mysterious ways, so who knows how many kids I'll have, but my generational talk is not like there, so maybe I won't have 10 kids, but my children are gonna be the people who are taking care of me. So I'm hoping that I can take care of myself now so that mom and eventually grandma one day can be the mom and grandma that can run, that can go out and play sports, that can walk on her own, that can do things on her own, that can still operate a vehicle because my brain function is still at its optimal best. Just trying to like, you know, also just not put a burden on Raya or whatever siblings we're able to give her at one point in our lives, because that's also, as a child, it's very stressful when your parent is sick and it's a very scary thing. But my mom or my dad is not feeling well, and like it also puts a damper on their life too, because now they feel like, oh, I can't do this because my mom is not feeling well. My father never expected me to like do those things. Like, of course I would take care of my father, but he was like, girl, you need to live your life. I want you to be a self-sufficient person. I don't want you buying me nothing. I don't want you giving me money. I want you to make your money, go on vacation, do what you do. He just wants to like watch over far. That's how my father was. So I want to be able to just have a life where me and him just take care of our bodies so that we can be like the best versions of ourselves for our kids.
daughters.
Daughters? How many kids you got?
For our future kids.
How many of those is that?
You know, what happens to her happens to me. So this is a life update for both of us in a way, you know what I mean?
When my aunt called me to share the news with me, I stepped out. So nobody was with me, I was by myself. I called him. Yes. The first person I called.
When she called me, I seen her reaction. the first thing I thought about was like, I wanted to give her a hug. And I felt so helpless. Like, I felt like, yo, she's not near me. I can't do nothing. I've been with my wife for a long time, so we seen each other cry, everything, and I never seen her cry like that ever. I have to do something. I don't know what to do, you know what I mean? I didn't want her to come back by herself either, because everybody went out there for my sister, and you was there for my sister, you know what I mean? So she made a decision to basically stay there a little longer.
Take it day by day. At that point, there was nothing I could do by coming home.
Yeah.
And also, I felt more at peace in Dubai. Like, you know, that was a good space for me to grieve. I also feel like, you know, things happen for a reason, and they happen the way they happen for a reason. And that was the way that Allah said that was supposed to happen. And who am I to like try to switch that? Because if I wasn't supposed to make it to Dubai, I would have never gotten that plane. Also, my family told me like, you should stay. Like, I don't think you should come back here yet. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm very grateful also to have the means that if I really wanted to leave, I could just switch my flight and come back.
When she made that decision, the first thing I thought about was like, okay, I gotta go out there. I am beyond grateful, appreciative that I'm able to make that step and make the decision that I could fly to wherever she was at. So it was like, basically I could fly anywhere in the world to you. I don't care where you at, babe. I'm gonna come get you, right? Yeah. Especially after seeing her cry, knowing how far there was to her, and to me too, you know what I mean? That was my guy. Like,
he reminds you of
myself.
Yeah. My dad, like, alike.
We love the same things. Our spirit and our hustle is the same in a way. Like, we want to go get it and make sure our family is straight. Yeah, he reminded me of myself. So I felt it. I made the decision to fly out to Dubai, and I was contemplating about it so much because I just didn't know. I don't think it was the wrong move, right?
No.
I asked everybody. I asked about it, and then they was like, "Yo, bro, that is the best thing you could do." And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make that move. We are grateful enough to have a village around us that support us. I asked my mom to watch Raya, and I booked my flight that same day, and I left that night, and I made my way to Dubai. 13-hour flight. In the midst of me flying there, the only thing I was thinking about, like, I just want to be there for you in your comfort. I just want to comfort you. If you're coming back, I'm gonna come back with you. That's all I was thinking about. I made it out there, and I think it was great.
His brothers is not doing that.
So he surprised me.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
When I got out there too, I was very conscious of understanding that they came out there for a purpose, and it was like an all girls thing. I didn't want nobody to feel like I'm invading in a way. Babe, I'm gonna get my own hotel, and every night when you're done doing whatever you're doing, you just come lay with me.
For the trip, we had like itinerary for a certain amount of days, and then the rest of the trip was like extended days. We went to the mosque, we prayed, we did so many amazing things together. Now that we're back, you know, we're just having life, and I think now it's just a motivation for us to know that, like, you know, life is not promised to you ever. All we know is that we will not be here one day. That is a guarantee. Now that I've been experiencing death, unfortunately, like, more than I would like to, I just have so much appreciation for life. I'm so much more mindful about the way that I choose to live each day. Just trying to give myself the best version of myself each day. Give the people I interact with the best version of myself. Don't hold on to grudges. If people in your space are just making you feel uncomfortable, or you feel like someone is not for you, remove yourself. Which is technically like removing yourself. Also, like, with the goals, like things that you want to do, I feel motivated because now I feel like I have these angels who are like, you go girl, you know, because even when they were here, they were like my biggest supporters. My dad didn't miss a beat. He was like always there for everything. I could tell my dad, I want to build a rocket ship out of paper clips. He would be like, all right, how many paper clips you think that's gonna be? Send me some pictures of how that paper clip, a rocket ship gonna be, you know? My grandfather would be like, well, how much is it gonna cost to build this rocket ship? I got some money. My grandfather always gave me money.
One day we came down from school to go see our grandfather. When he came out, he just had money in every pocket. I just didn't understand why, but it was just so funny because this pocket had like 5s, this pocket had like 10s, the other one had 20, the other one had 100s. So he was just looking for the 100s, and it was like in his back pocket.
It was like he had a signed pockets.
Yeah, I definitely was like 5, 10s, 20s, and then 100s. And then he took it out of his pocket and he gave it to you. And they definitely giving encouraging words to her, like, you know, keep going, keep striving for whatever you want.
All the time. Now that they're no longer here, I feel like a greater purpose of like motivation for myself and like trying to be a little bit more tenacious in my goals.
Yeah.
I already pursue my stuff. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm doing it. I want to be a little bit more aggressive. Baby, we going hard, all right? That and giving me so much more purpose and figuring out like what's my role in life and like what is my purpose in the world and the time that I have here. What can I do to make an impact on people, change lives, make someone's day better? That's fine with me, you know? Like I think that those little things go a long way. Also just like trying to do the things that we do, like our business,
our health, our daughter. Also just try to be good to people, and like you said, also leave some type of impact. You know, we talked about trying to leave impact in our legacy with our children. I see why people want to have multiple kids, because they're the one who's gonna leave your legacy behind, you know? So yeah.
A mini Shantae in the word, like Raya, because she just looks just like me.
She's gonna start looking like me a little bit. Let me stop. I'm not even gonna win that battle, but whatever. We also just had this conversation too, because we also private people too, but we don't share everything. It's hard to be open when you're private, but then at the same time, I seen a quote somebody say basically, there's power in being private, but then also there's power in actually being open. Us being open and public of how our feelings are or whatever we're going through might impact and help somebody. But then also us being private too could avoid any negativity and people's opinions and whatever negative side
and
that has
energy.
Bad energies.
Yeah.
It's very, very weird. But I definitely felt like this is something that we need to share with our YouTube family, because we are sharing our life with y'all, you know? So yeah, I'm happy that we was able to get this through to y'all, you know?
We go through things, and I think that's one of the things, like just like showing you guys a little bit more of like what our day-to-day looks like, and then also putting it on different platforms like TikTok. So if you're not following us on TikTok, our TikTok is at The Drama. Instagram is at The Drama Experience. It won't be the same thing on each platform.
For sure.
Instagram, you might catch us one night at like literally live at the date night, like when we're eating and stuff, or driving in the car, or Raya dancing. And TikTok will be a little bit more of like maybe feedback or reviews of things we just bought. YouTube, y'all know what y'all get when y'all come here. Close this out by saying like I'm just so appreciative of all the people who reached out to me, supported me, prayed for me and my family, visited me, texted me, called me. I even have some people I still have to call back because it was just that many people. And it's
it was showing so much support.
Being patient with me, because it's just a very overwhelming thing to have to keep coming back to like talk about it. It's kind of hard for me sometimes. I appreciate everybody, and then most importantly this man here for flying halfway across the world just to give me a hug. There's people who can't like get people across a pond to give them a penny, but this man flew halfway across the world to give me a hug, and it meant so much to me. And I know that the men in my family love Dembo so much. My family loved Dembo so much, okay? It's so real, my grandmother has dementia and she remembers Dembo. She asks about him, you know? Sometimes she don't remember other people in her family, but she said, where's Dembo? I feel great because I know that I'm in good hands, and then I have a husband that's always gonna love me and respect me and take care of me.
That was the goal too. I just wanted to let you know, like, yo, listen, I'm here for you. I'm here for you no matter what. Even if I have to fly across the world, I'll be there.
And I feel I'm just very grateful for it, because I know that my dad knows that I'm in good hands, because he don't play about his daughter. I'm just happy that I get to experience a man like this. He's a great man, but I'm a good woman to him too, and I think like, we are getting what we deserve from each other.
Exactly.
And even more proud because Raya has an amazing father.
That's my baby.
That was just the life update. We will have a lot more videos after this because we have quite a life ahead of us. We got events, itineraries, trips.
Oh my God.
We have so much stuff planned, and this camera is coming with us. So if you want to see more and you want to be part of the Drama Experience, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And
comment how you feel like about life, how you take on life, you know what I mean? You can comment, y'all can talk about it too in our comments, you know. So catch you guys later.
Thank you.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.